Johnny Agan was named a first-team All-State running back in both 1960 and 1961 as he led Albany to back-to-back Class 1A state championships. It was one of the great two-year runs in Big Country history as Albany compiled a record of 29-1 in those two state championship seasons, with Agan leading the way. He rushed for 141 yards and scored a touchdown as the Lions defeated Crosby 20-0 in the 1960 state title game. In 1961, an 18-12 victory over Hold de Seta in the rain and mud in Corsicana, Agan carried the ball 11 times for 128 yards and scored on runs of 29 and 62 yards. He also intercepted a pass in the title game. Agan, who was selected to play in the Texas High School Coaches Association All-Star game following his senior season, said the Lions' biggest win may have been in 1960 when Albany beat Donnie Anderson and number 1 ranked Stinnett in Childress. A couple of years later, Agan and Anderson, an All-American who went on to play for the Green Bay Packers, teamed up as 3-year starters in the backfield at Texas Tech. In fact, Agan started on both offense and defense for the Red Raiders. As a junior in 1964, he averaged 4.6 yards per carry, 4th best in the Southwest Conference. With Agan and Anderson leading the way, Texas Tech went 6-4 and made an appearance in the Sun Bowl as juniors, and then posted an 8-2 record and played in the Gator Bowl as seniors. Agan finished his Texas Tech career with 809 yards rushing, scored 3 touchdowns, and had 22 receptions for 174 yards. Agan also played a role in the national binding letter of intent that the NCAA uses today. Agan was one of several recruits from Texas who flipped their commitments to Oklahoma in the summer after their senior year in high school when OU got them a job at Lake Tahoe, making a whopping $13 an hour, something that was legal at the time. That prompted J. William Davis, the chairman of the Texas Tech Athletic Council, to champion a national letter of intent that was eventually passed by the NCAA in 1964. While the other 3 players did go to Oklahoma, Agan, shortly after the reports of Oklahoma poaching players who had already signed Southwest Conference letters of intent, decided that he was going to go to Texas Tech after all. Please welcome former Albany Lion and Texas Tech Red Raider Johnny Agan as the newest member of the Big Country Athletic Hall of Fame.